tune that's sicker than typhoid and spill like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw is Fields. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fields going to change things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go again with Herbert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Fields. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here we go.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And now an audible here into something else. Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Williams, the man in motion left. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Williams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Goff. Hard throw, incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. On the return is Jones. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And while their numbers for the season haven't been that great, They do have players capable of making plays, as we just saw there, able to get in there and blow that play up. They're just looking for more of those types of plays throughout this game.
Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. A big play that time through the air. And even 40 yards. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Fields.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Third and 2, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The Lions at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And give him a gain of 37.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here we go, son.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here we go, son.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the 50, here's Fields. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On second down, a run with Herbert. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A gain of 2, just like we saw in 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Another run for Gibbs here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Second and 10.
This out quickly to Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Jones now on the return.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
One of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Starting on the ground with Herbert.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Goff looking to change the play. On play action, they'll throw. And pass caught, it's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing in the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Super 1, Super 1. All right.
Gibbs straight ahead. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Value three.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And they're going to speed things up here. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
4 down. 5.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Fields. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. It's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Bears on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a first down throw. Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 20-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. St. Brown in motion right. 3rd and 2. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Fields. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And here's a defense says we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Flushed out right. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback,
touchdown! DJ Moore. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That is intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Fields going to move him around. St. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Fields. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now an option play on 2nd down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
And you're going to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Back to throw, Fields. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10. Goff. Connects with Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Lions
defense now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter.
Here's first down.
Val, you won. You up.
Goff now to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. And this one is right down the middle. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off.